guy works his way to the goal line, stretches out, and Grant Barrett is in.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Man, what should I listen to on the OH Report today?
Dude, listen to the Friday Night Pigskin. You got highlights and scores from all around the area.
The OH Report podcast has more than just football.
No, listen to the Pigskin. The Pigskin.
Podcast.
Pigskin.
Podcast.
Pigskin.
Why not both?
Pigskin.
Podcast.
Dude, clean your ears out, man.
Bro, there's so much space in here.
Already standing here on the sideline with Coach Steve Haverdale. And Coach, fourth year in a row for you guys playing Carey. Just talk to me a little bit about, what it means, kind of this rivalry that's been started here.
Well, it's something we started a few years back, and they took it to us pretty good that first year. We were able to give them that second year. And last year they took it back to us in the playoffs. So it's just been a back and forth thing. They're a very hard-nosed, well-coached football team, and similar to us. And so it's always a battle on the field when we get to play these guys.
As the weeks go on here in the postseason, the weather starts getting colder. It's actually, I believe, snowing right now as we speak. So do you think the weather is going to play a factor tonight in this one?
I don't. I think once you get out there, the adrenaline's running. They don't feel the cold when you're out there. It's not really that windy, so we're good there. And both teams want to run the ball anyway, so you don't need you can have rain, snow, wind, it don't matter. You're just going to try and run it. So.
And you talked about a little bit about their game plan to run the ball. Talk to me about how you guys are going to adjust for that. I mean, I know you played a running team last week with Colonel Crawford. Is the game plan kind of the same for them?
No, we always do love something a little different, but we're always trying to stop the run first. That's the ultimate goal, is you stop the run, force them to do something that they don't want to do. And if we're able to win those trenches today and stop that run, we'll be in good shape.
All right, thank you very much. Back up to you guys in the booth.
win to move on to the regional finals. Tony, what's the big key here tonight for the Cougars?
Yeah, just like last week, I want to see the Cougars get out quick and put some points on the board. Carey's done such a great job in the last 7 games, really pitching some shutouts, 6 shutouts on the season. If they can put some points up on the board like they did against the Eagles last week, I think the Carey Blue Devils all of a sudden have to change their game plan because they want to play slow, methodical, power football. But when they get down, they're not a great passing team. So for the Cougars, let's get some points on the board early.
Well, it's a 3-minute different time zone apparently out here because we're kicking off early, and Carey going right to left in the white visiting jerseys, blue trim, blue helmets. The Crestview Cougars going left to right in the black with red trim. We'll give you the UH Samaritan injury report in just a minute. The kickoff is away. It is down inside the 10 and grabbed at the 6 to the 10, 15, 20. He's got a hole. Outside, 25, 30, 35, 40. And pushed out of bounds out near midfield. Well, that's a heck of a way to start the game for the Cougars, Tony.
Yeah, Carey ended up winning the toss, deferred to the second half, decided to kick off just exactly what the Cougars want to do. Nice job just getting the ball, heading upfield, not making any quick gains. Addison Raymeyer, good job just going north and south to set up great field position on the 43-yard line.
The UH Samaritan Injury Report brought to you by the University Hospital Samaritan Medical Center. Learn more at uhhospitals.org.
Yeah, Gavin Keynes is going to be back from injury after a few weeks. Tight end, defensive lineman. He's a big 6'3", 175-pound sophomore, but he plays a huge role for them.
Hand off to Morse. He stays on his feet past the 45 and out to the 47. Nice job there by the senior running back there to stay on his feet and get a few yards right off the top.
Yeah, Morse now over 1,700 yards on the season coming into this game. 31 touchdowns. He's going to put a few more up before the end of this game, but had a great game last week. Just continued to run hard. Didn't have a lot of breakaways, but he did have the one big gain for 66 yards, so you got to bring him down every time.
Hand off to Morse, left edge. He's inside Devils territory, down near the 49, maybe the 48-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and short coming up.
Pretty standard Cougar football right now. 2 runs right up the middle. Even though this Carey Blue Devil team does have some big size, their nose tackle, number 72, Mason Klein, comes in at 5'10", 225 pounds. But the Cougars know how to use angles, how to use, pulling guards, pulling tackles. They're not intimidated by the size of the Blue Devils. So I like it. Two runs in a row. Number 3 probably coming right here.
3rd and 2. Hand off. Morse up the middle. He's stopped short, and now he keeps going forward. He's going to be really close, and I think he's going to be just a little short. It'll be 4th down and 1, and now you've got an early decision for Coach Haverdale.
Yeah, Morse did a good job trying to run through that one arm tackle, but unfortunately just kind of got spun around. Ended up gaining 1.5, but it's going to bring up 4th and inches. Haverdale's not unlikely to go for this here, even early in the first quarter.
Well, that's what the trends now are in all levels of football. Going forward on 4th down, you watch a Browns game, you see that all the time. Here we go, big 4th down early in the ball game. Kuhn under center, handoff, Morse. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 46, down to the 45-yard line, and a huge conversion, Tony.
Yeah, just a big momentum gain. Did not go 3 and out to pick up that 4th down. You really gain a lot of confidence as an offensive line, and you've done it all year long. You know your coaches trust you, but it's another thing to say, hey, we trust you on 4th down, and it's another thing, though, to say, hey, on 4th down, we're going to hand the ball off. We're going to run to the right to where the big guys are. Good job picking up that 1st down, now on the 45-yard line of Carey.
Godsey, Ringler, Barker, Stewart, and Cunningham up front for this Cougars offensive line. Hand off to Morse. Good block on the outside.
Oh, he's got
35, 30, 25. And there's a late flag, and he's down inside the 20. And we'll see what the flag is. It looks like a face mask, and I think we might tack on some yards here, Tone.
Yeah, that's a pickup of 25 pending the flag. But, Gage Summit kind of just got out of control there for Carey. Got too deep on his defensive end pressure, leaving a big hole for Connor Morse. Maybe a horse collar in the back. Yep, yeah, they're going to put another 15. So from that 25-yard, put another 15.
Half the distance down there from the 20, maybe?
I think it was just outside. I think they marked it at the 21-yard line, the personal foul.
Either way, it's going to be 1st down and short. Great turn of events here on the long run and picking up the penalty. They're going to mark it at the 10. We'll see. They're setting the chains down, so it's 1st and goal at the 10.
Yeah, what a great first possession here. Again, Carey's had 6 shutouts all season, so to get points on the first drive really sets a statement.
Handoff Morse, great spin move, gets himself inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. That gets the Cougars inside the Shakely Mechanical red zone. When things are cooling down, heat it all up at Shakely Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Ashland. Second down and goal, approaching the 9-minute mark. We're just underway here in the regional semifinal.
You know, Carey's outscored their opponents 308 points to just 14 in the last 7 games. They've been used to winning by 42 points. So, like I said in the pregame, I think if the Cougars can get points here early, you may put some fear in the Blue Devils.
Handoff, Morse, inside run. Nice stop there back at the original line of scrimmage. And that D-line for the Blue Devils, Tony.
Kind of waking up.
Yeah, 260, 300, and then 200 across the front. Trennan Stoll, Drew Steen, and Nathan Broadman.
Yeah, and sometimes it does take just a little bit of time for a defensive line to kind of get into a football game. You know, it's a cold night. You go through all your warm-ups. You go back to the locker room. You do all the stuff. And to get out there and say, hey, immediately someone's going to run right at you. You know, Connor Morris has already ran 7 times right down your throat. It may have taken Carey just a little bit of place to wake up to realize they're playing tonight.
Shotgun, Kuhn's going to throw it. He's looking in the end zone. He throws it to the back corner, and it's too high. But not a bad decision there, because it was either his receiver was going to catch it, Smedley, in the corner of the end zone, or it was going out of bounds. And now it looks like Holloway's going to come out for a field goal, Tony. He is 2 of 4 on the season.
Yeah, not a lot of field goals in Division 6 football. He is 53 for 56 on extra points, and this isn't that much farther. So I think if he just kind of forgets that it's a field goal and puts his leg into it like an extra point, he should be able to put 3 up here.
Long of 35 this year. This will be from the 17, a 27-yarder for Devin Holloway, the junior kicker. 8:15 to go in the first quarter. Snap's good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is blocked. The Blue Devils have it, and they're off and running, and they are down at the 30-yard line. Great job there on the defensive line by big fella number 64.
That's going to be Nathan Broadman, the sophomore, 6'3", 190. Unfortunately, he came up right down the middle, almost unblocked. You know, on the offensive line during field goals, they say just block the inside gap. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just don't want anyone in between you and the guy inside of you. And unfortunately, yeah, the Cougars missed that training day.
What a start to this football game. This portion of Cougar football on WNCO is brought to you by America's Home Place. Custom home builders at Township Road 405 and Route 30 in Jeromesville. Build a better future at americashomeplace.com. Now here comes the Carey offense.
Look at that setup.
Wing T, back to pass. They're looking downfield. They're going deep, and he's got a man inside Cougar territory, but caught up and knocked down. Great defense as Derek Lonsway's long pass is tipped away by the Cougars.
Yeah, kind of going against the grain. You know, that you expect run. That's what Carey's done all year, but you know, Derek goes back there, tries to fire one down, ends up just throwing a little bit underthrown. Probably had him wide open, you know, with the Cougars kind of playing a little bit of aggressive defense there.
Derek Lonsway, the senior quarterback, has only thrown it 134 times coming into the ball game, Tony. 48% on the season.
Yeah, but he has over 1,000 yards, so when they do throw, they're pretty successful at it.
It's a pitch to the big fella, Jordan Vallejo. And the 6'2", 265-pound running back gets taken down at the 36. It's a gain of about 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, he's a big load back there, but
he's bigger than a lot of the linemen at Division 6.
Yeah,
some of them here tonight.
Some of them on his team. Yeah, he's actually bigger than his left guard is out there. But he does a good job of running physical, you know, and he's a powerful runner. He's not going to break away from you, but they're not looking to get big gains of 60 yards and 70 yards. They want fullback dives. They actually come out with 3 lined up behind the quarterback.
Wow, the triple I. It's an option to the right. It's a keeper by Lonsway. He's inside Cougar territory. The ball's loose. Hard to tell who got it, but I think it looks like Carey might have fallen on it. And it's Carey football. And in doing so, they get a first down. And the ball is at the 45-yard line. And that will move the chains. So Carey dodges a bullet, and Crestview almost with a big turnover early.
Yeah, and you can see even in Carey's warm-ups, you know, they practice that triple I a lot because they're letting 3 running backs go through the whole first and block anyone that comes there in any direction. And the idea is the last guy, the ball carrier, just reads block. So it's not designed to go left or right once you get out there. It's wherever your blockers allow it to go.
Handoff up the middle, and it is a short run by Lance Woods in that triple I. Woods first carry, the 5'11", 180-pound senior here tonight. So you see up that offensive line for the Blue Devils, Colin Ferguson, Carson Paul, Brock Bushong, Ashton Kloss, and Easton Coroti. Coached by John Mershman in his 5th season as the head man of the Blue Devils. All winning seasons, 41-17.
That's impressive.
11 years prior as an assistant coach with the Blue Devils. Now under center, 2nd down and 5 at the midfield stripe. Pressure. Here comes the Cougars. They're going to throw it downfield, and it is incomplete. And that was great defense there at the 45. Would have been a first down. He was looking for his little split end, Anthony Bell, 5'11", 155-pounder.
Yeah, defense got there a little bit early, but probably not enough to draw a flag. Second pass for Carey, which again doesn't seem like it would be that atypical, you know, in the first quarter, but Carey Blue Devils just love to run the ball consistently over and over again. Like we said, you know, Derek's only thrown for 134 attempts all year, so to have 2 already in the first quarter, they definitely understand this 3-3 defense that the Cougars bring isn't an easy one to get yards against.
In a shotgun, trips to the near side, single to the far side. He's going to keep it around the right edge. He's going to get the first down, and just barely gets the first down at the Cougar 45-yard line. That moves the chains, but Lonsway, who averages 7.5 a rush, and you can tell why, Tony.
Yeah, he's quick. You know, that play was really designed to go to the far side, you know, the near side, out far to the right. He kind of sees a little bit of a hole, puts a foot down, and gets just enough. You know, he needs 5, got 5.5, still moving the ball. So now at the 45-yard line, the Cougars probably in the same scenario, kind of realizing, okay, all the hype is kind of, it was there for a reason. It's time to buckle down, get a defensive stop.
That tight 3-3-5 defense here for the Cougars, led by defensive coordinator Tim Scheid. It's a keeper by Lonsway. He tries to wiggle his way closer to the 40-yard line, and he does. He picks up 5 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up.
They do such a great job of just methodically running, you know, waiting for holes to develop. Again, reading blocks. You know, they're not really interested in hitting a hole fast. If a defensive tackle gets blocked inside, they go outside. And if the end gets pushed outside, he's going to cut back inside. So good job there by Derek. He's been doing it, obviously, through 12 games. Not a surprise here to see it tonight.
Under center, full house back there for the Blue Devils, going right to left, 2nd down and 5. Hand off to Vallejo. He comes around the left edge, barrels over one defensive lineman, gets himself down to about the 36, maybe the 37. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Good job there by the Cougars taking him on the low. It's probably the only way you're going to be able to take him on, because if you try to take on a 260-pound fullback high, you're going to lose more often than not. So going for the knees, wrapping up. You're going to give him a yard or 2 maybe every time, but, you know, picking up 3 that time, setting up 3rd and 2nd.
At 3-3-5 up front, Owen Barker, 185 pounds. Mitch Klein, 260, still less.
Still smaller than your running back.
Fullback that's getting the ball, and then Canes and Ringler also sliding in and out of there at the 3-3-5. It's a keeper for Lonsway on 3rd down. He's at the 35, and I think he's got the first down, at least really close, and he definitely has the first down. They're moving the chains at the 34-yard line. So Carey with a methodical drive going on. Hey, you're listening to the Firelands Electric Cooperative High School Football Game of the Week with the Crestview Cougars on Fox Sports 1340, powered by Firelands Electric Cooperative, your local Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Those 3 front Cougars have done such a great job all year of beating people not only with quickness but also with power. Tonight may be the first night that I've actually seen them not be able to be quicker or stronger than their opponent. They're going to have to start to find some different defensive techniques to go against these bigger offensive linemen against the Blue Devils.
Trips right, single back to pass. Lonsway, pressure coming off the edge. He steps up in the pocket, now rolls out to the right. He's going to run. He's inside the 35, inside the 30, still on his feet, and finally dragged down at the 18-yard line by Crestview.
Big pickup of 16, kind of, you know, goes from the 35 down inside the 20 for the Carey Blue Devils, excuse me. Yeah, drop back to pass, good defensive, you know, protection, good protection by the offensive line. No one downfield open, but, you know, you're dropping too many guys. So Derek kind of tucks it away and scampers for 16 to set up a 1st and 10 on the 20.
Under center, full house once again. Vallejo is deep in the backfield. Crestview brings everybody up in the box. Hand off to Vallejo. He goes to the right side. He gets through the first line of defenders, and he's inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 and a big pickup on first down, Tony.
Yeah, this may be an opportunity, too, for Carey to come back and do a little bit of a play-action play. 2nd and 2 with plenty of opportunity to still run the ball. They've been successful running the ball so far on this first opening offensive drive, but wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a play-action play, see if they can't get someone open on the outside, and then come back to the run to finish it off.
Lonsway under center, full house again. Wing T. Hand off. Vallejo up the middle. He's got the first down, and he's inside the 10, down near the 7.
just power running right up the middle. You know, it's almost like a triple option, but no intent to pull that, you know, when he's running up the middle with so much power, handing the ball off, fullback dive right into the gap between the guards in the center, and just trusting that your offensive line are going to win, and right now they are against the Cougars.
Carey, only one loss this season, and that was in week 1 to Hopewell Loudon, who's still alive in the OHSAA playoffs. Now he's changing the play as Lonsway at the line of scrimmage. It's a triple I formation right behind him. Hard count, trying to get him to jump. Nope, hands it off in the backfield. It's a run right up the middle to Bell. He's inside the 5, and it will be 2nd down and goal coming up. So they just keep pounding it up the middle. Under 3 minutes to go. We're at 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter already. If you're just joining us, no score here at Marion Harding, where the Blue Devils and Cougars are squaring off in the regional semis.
Yeah, and I think this is the way the game's going to go. You know, two teams that want to run the ball down each other's throats. You know, they're not interested in wasting time getting out of bounds. They're not even interested in going to the outside of the offensive line. They're going right up the middle.
Now it's a little keeper by Lonsway. He steps back to the right, now back to the left. He runs over a Crestview defender and gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
4-yard touchdown run there. Going to be his 9th for the season.
Lonsway and the Blue Devils have struck first. Bell will come on to kick the extra point. He returns punts. He runs the ball. He kicks it. This is Division 6 football. I love it. 6-0 Carey. Here's the extra point. Pretty good sized crowd here for how cold it is. Both teams traveled really well. Snap's good, hold is good, it's up, and it is good. 7-0 Carey. Back with more after this on iHeartRadio.
Is there a basement in your future? Or maybe you need an annual checkup. Whatever
game's going to be over by 8:30.
So fast.
UH Samaritan Medical Center is pleased to welcome Dr. Diana Carmona to UH Samaritan.
There's not been one play out of bounds.
Doctors
No.
Adair, Tallman, and El Nassar.
I don't think so.
You don't run that far.
With exceptional women's care for all your needs, from adolescence, childbirth, menopause, and beyond.
Where'd they start that drive, you know?
Is located at 3.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Dance away. He does make a little dance, and he's out past the 20 to the 23-yard line, and Carey brings him down. Nice job on the special teams unit there for Carey. Dominic Yater in on the tackle, the sophomore special teams man.
That touchdown drive came on a 12-play, 10 rushes, 65 yards total. So you can kind of see the tendency of Carey for sure. We're going to run the ball tonight.
1:52 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Carey. Kuhn under center. High formation with Bolin and Morse back there. Single receiver to the near side and a false start by the right guard. Big old number 73, Noah Stewart. Junior offensive lineman, the guilty party. That pushes the Cougars back 5 yards. And Tony, it was a great start for Crestview, and then they couldn't convert, and now the momentum has shifted.
Yeah, they really did a great job of running the football. You know, broke off one nice run to Connor Morris for 25, got into field goal range and really within a makeable range. But just unfortunate to not block the guys right up the middle for the blocked field goal.
Handoff Morris left side, and he's out past the 20, still on his feet near the 25-yard line. What a nice run there by Morse, brought down by Nathan Broadman.
Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of 6 on that. Gets the 5-yard penalties back plus one more to set up 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9. Coach Haverdill and company on the sideline here. The Cougars lost last year to Carey in round 2, 42-14.
Yeah, they took a pretty good beating last year, you know, in round 2. They came out on top 2 years ago in a defensive battle, 3-0.
Hand off to Morse, and talk about defense right there. He stopped back at the original line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 10 coming up, and the Cougars are probably going to have to put the ball in the air. It looks like their passing unit comes in as Reimer and Smedley check in. Along with Tanner Moore, sorry.
No, that's fine. A lot of teams have come, to this realization, against Carey Blue Devils that, you can't always run through them. You can't run around them. You're going to have to throw it over them. So Hayden Kuhn's going to have to have a good game. Gabe Smedley had a couple of drops last week. Can't afford to have some drops. If the ball's there, you got to come down on it.
Back to pass, trips right. He's looking downfield, and he is sacked. Had no time whatsoever. Big sack by Cameron Paul. The defensive lineman brings him down, and that puts the Cougars back at the 18-yard line. 4th down and 14. They're going to have to boot it away. They don't have to run a play here because there's 20 on the game and 28 on the play clock. I don't think they're going to run a play here.
This is, how the season's gone for Carey Blue Devils. They win with defense. You push them back, you push the opponent back, you make them, force a punt, and all of a sudden you get good offensive position. You can run the ball, you can take care of the clock. So Carey, we'll say, won the first quarter, but 3 more to go for the Cougars.
7-0 Carey after 1 on iHeartRadio.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Cooperative High School Football Game of the Week on Fox Sports 1340.
Start of the second quarter, 7-0 Carey over the Cougars here as we get rolling, and Owen Barker in to boot it away right to left for the Crestview Cougars, and Anthony Bell deep, and I mean deep, inside his own 40.
Yeah, giving him a lot more credit than I think what a punter's,
and
do.
Barker's not a bad punter, 43-yard average, especially at Division 6, but
he's 55 yards back there right now.
Here we go. Snaps good. Barker gets it away, and it's short. Coming up is Bell. I think he's just going to let it bounce. It bounces at the 48, and it takes a Crestview bounce inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line, all the way down to the 37-yard line. So a pretty good punt there, 46 yards.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to put a guy that far back, I'd tell him scoop it up and run with it, or at least don't let it continue to roll. But yeah, good for Cougars to get the nice roll.
So here comes the Carey offense with a methodical 65-yard, 12-play drive to put them on the board, 7-0, and that's where we stand here in the second quarter. Brandon Wells and Tony Van Dyne here on iHeartRadio, as well as our friends at the OH Report. Thanks for tuning in or watching tonight. High school football on a Saturday night here in Ohio doesn't get a whole lot better. Buckeyes with the big win earlier tonight. In the shotgun is Carey, back to pass, Lonsway, pump fake, he's looking deep, they're going for it all. He's got a man, it's tipped at the last second. Great play by Tanner Moore, and Moore saves what might have been a touchdown, and it's the second throw by Lonsway deep where they had a guy and he underthrew it.
Yeah, he was really open by 3 or 4 yards. He just needs to put a little bit more air into it or just get it out there faster. That's probably the farthest he can throw that ball. Good job, double coverage there by the Cougars, dropping back, making sure even though they got beat, they were able to close quick. But yeah, you're going to have to start to watch these, one of the Blue Devils going deep every time. It's so easy to get your eyes on that backfield after they ran the ball, consistently, already 70 yards in the first quarter. 2nd and 10.
That was intended for Bryce Connie. It's a keeper around the left edge, and Lonsway has it inside the 40 to the 41-yard line. Pick up a 4. Brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Carey Blue Devils.
Yeah, and really a big opportunity here for the Cougars to get good field position if they can get the 3 and out and get the ball back. You know, that was such a long drive, that first one for Carey, that to be able to get this offense for the Cougars back on the field and to let Connor Morris get some opportunities to continue to run the ball would be important.
Third down and 6 at the 41. 1 minute into the second quarter here at Marion Harding. Cougars and Blue Devils. Handoff, Vallejo up the middle. Not much there. Good stop at the 45. Gain of 4. He's just so big, he rumbles and falls his way forward.
Yeah, and the pickup of 4 makes it interesting because now it's 4th and 2.
And Vallejo is imploring the sideline to go for it. He says, I got this, coach.
Yeah, give me the ball, right?
I mean, if he falls forward, he can get 2 yards. And they're going to go for it, I believe.
Yeah, when the senior, who's 6'1", 265 pounds, is asking to go for it, he's the reason you've kind of won these games, you know, all through the open regular season and through the first 2 playoff games. Why not give him an opportunity?
28 touchdowns on the season, 7 yards a carry, full house. 4th down and 3.
Cougars bringing pressure.
4th down and 2, rather, and he's showing pressure. It's a pitch to the left of Vallejo, and he's got the first down, and he spins his way out near midfield. When you got a weapon like that, you think a little bit about Jerome Bettis, Peyton Hillis, those big tailbacks, those big guys that have a little bit of speed, especially I shouldn't say speed, but quickness.
Yeah, that's probably what some of those guys looked like in high school, right? You know, we saw them in the NFL, and we saw them even in college, and they became just beasts of men.
Ron Dane,
another great comparison.
Right?
Yeah, not going to beat you necessarily in a foot race to the end zone, but he's going to wear you down after 4 quarters of trying to bring him down.
2 receivers to the near side, single to the far, man in the slot or in the H spot as well. First down and 10, right at the 49-yard line on their side. Looking to pass. He got a fly route. He's going to launch it downfield again.
Defense,
and he undershoots. It could have been offensive, and I think they did. They call it because that might have been an interception.
They call it offensive pass interference.
Offensive pass interference. It's the right call, and it's on Bryce Conti, so that helps us out here as Cougars fans. That brings up, it's going to be a pretty big loss going the opposite direction.
And that was just a one read by Derek Lawnsway. You know, he had no intention to even look to see who was open. He knew he was going to throw it up to Bryce, you know, on that go route. Again, a little bit underthrown, allowing the Cougar to kind of get back. Without the pass interference, it may have been a Cougar interception. So you don't like to see the offensive pass interference if you're a Blue Devil fan, but it's probably better than the alternative.
I think it was Reimer on that far side. No, I take that back. Tanner Moore, I believe, over on the far side, as well as Wade Boland.
Now with 1st and 25, you've got to get the 3 and out here.
Something going on with the scoreboard. It says it's 1st and 38. That's not correct. It's a pitch to Conti around the near edge on a sweep. And he's brought down. No, now he's brought down at the 41-yard line. Smedley in on the tackle, as well as Mr. Aiden Gotze. Oh, they pick up a couple yards back to the 41. That's where they're going to officially mark it. 2nd down and 18. The 3-3-5 stack here, having a little bit of trouble against the running game here, the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it's really the Blue Devils' power more than anything. It's not scheme, it's not blocking technique. It's just man-to-man right now. Carey's getting the advantage.
Under center, full house. Play action. It's a keeper now around the left side. He gets past the initial line, and he's upended at the 45. Ball comes loose, but it's a little late. Ball was already down. Well, they're at the 46, gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 13. And now another big 3rd down, Tony. Crestview really needs a stop with 8.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, especially with 3rd and 13 against a team that isn't a great passing team. You know, they're already 0 for 4. Derek Lawnsway is 3 underthrown balls. Probably going to put it up here one more time, but if I were the Blue Devils, I would just continue to run the ball. You've had such great success. Why go against the thing that's kind of won you games? But yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see Derek put it up one more time. Cougars have to be ready to defend the pass.
Klein out, Ringler in, going to the pass rush team. 3rd and 13, back to pass, looking downfield. He's going to go over the middle, incomplete. Crestview's going to force a punt. He was looking for Anthony Bell on a crossing route. Good coverage there by Caden Cunningham, the junior defensive back for the Cougars. Out comes the punt unit.
And you can just tell that, you know, Carey's not comfortable throwing the ball. They want to run the ball. You know, the routes look fine. The receivers are open. They're getting down there. But Derek Lawnsway is just built to run the ball. He's built for quickness, and he's built for speed. He's built for this offense, for the triple option, to fake pitches and run back to counters. getting them into these third and long situations like the Cougars did there. Great way to stay in this game and maybe pull off a win.
Reimer standing at his own 16. Anthony Bell will punt it away. It's low, spiraling kick. Bounces at the 21 and bounces inside the 20 all the way down to the 17 where the Cougars will take over. First and 10, 7:50 to go.
Hey, you can find all the scores from Football Friday night on the North Central State scoreboard.
Or Football Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night too, at our website, WNCOAM.com. Brought to you by North Central State. NC State can change your life and prepare you to change the world.
Who didn't update that, Reed? I think that was me that didn't write down Football Friday night or Saturday night.
We've done Friday nights. We've done Saturday nights.
I would call football any night of the week, my friend. That's the truth. 7:49 to go.
Hey, how about this right now for the Cougars? 10 rushes, all by Connor Morris. He's got 39 yards. They've tried one pass into the end zone to Gabe Smedley, which fell incomplete. So Connor Morris, number 3, more than likely going to get a lot of more carries before the night's over.
Not in there right now. And back to pass. Throw over to the near side. That's Canes. He's caught it at the 15. He makes a man miss. 20, 25, 30, 35, and he's brought down at the 38-yard line. Owen Barker from that tight end position is the main man there on the grab. And a nice pickup out to the 37, 38, make it a 21-yard pickup.
Yeah, you don't expect to see the tight end screen, but there's no better time to run a screen than into a blitz, which is exactly what the Cougars got there. The Blue Devils were bringing pressure from the outside. They had the screen dialed up to the outside. Nice catch, nice read of the block to pick up 20 and to get a little bit of rhythm to this offense.
Smedley in motion going right to left. It's a handoff to Morse. He comes to the near side. He's got room. 45, 50. He's into Blue Devil territory and finally brought down at the 33-yard line. What a nice run. Carter Smiley in on the tackle.
They're going to go for about 33 there, and now the Cougars on the march.
What a hole on that left side on that offensive line for the Cougars.
Yeah, and it all came off of a fake of a jet sweep to Gabe Smedley, which, you kind of expected. We're going to get a timeout here by the Blue Devils.
We'll take one as well. 7-0. Back with more after this.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Local Touchtone Energy Cooperative. You are listening to the Firelands Electric Cooperative High School Football Game of the Week on Fox Sports 1340.
Back here at Marion Harding High School, 7-0. Cougars are down to the Blue Devils, but they've got the ball and they're marching. First and 10 at the 33 of the Blue Devils. Smedley in motion, play action, looking downfield. Kuhn got a man towards the end zone and he overshoots him. Reimer, the intended target. Bryce Conti on the coverage.
You could just tell that he wanted it, right? A pass completion for 20 yards, a run for 33, and he thought, man, if I could put one more in there for another 33 and get points, that'd be great. But he's going to want that one back. But I like the deep shot, again, coming off the play action, faking the jet sweep. Now you're faking to Connor Morris, trying to make sure, hey, if they're not going to cover our wide receivers, if the DBs are going to let them go free, we're going to hit them deep. So good job there by Coach Hartville, dialing one up.
Hand off. Keeper, rather. Kuhn up the middle. Not much there on second down and 10. It'll be a gain of 1, maybe 2. Third down and long, though, coming up for this Cougars offense. But at this point, it's 4-down territory. 6:40 to go in the first half.
Yeah, you don't really have a field goal kicker that's going to, put up a 40-yard attempt, and there's no reason to try to punt the ball here once you get inside the 35-yard line. So 3rd and 9, but I agree with you. You're going to go for it on 4th down if you don't pick it up here.
2 receivers, one split near, one split far. Reimer to the far side, Smedley to the near side. Kuhn's going to have to put it up, and he's in pressure. He's going to tuck it and run. 30, he cuts it outside and back inside. Wow, looked like he took a shot to the head. He is down at the 26, and we'll see if he's okay. He's all right, pops right back up. That put me on the disabled list for about 6 months. Yeah, but it's going to be 4th down.
I think he's going to run over, and coach is going to check on him real quick. But yeah, Hayden Kuhn looks to be all right. Good job avoiding defensive pressure. Blue Devils have had success all year getting tackles for a loss and sacks. That time, again, stepping up into the pocket. We talk about it every week of the good quarterbacks actually step up into the pocket instead of flushing out to the right or the left. Stepped up into the pocket, picked up 6 to make it more manageable. 4th and 3.
4th and 3. Smedley in motion going left to right. Hand off to Morse. Running to the left side. He's inside the 25. And he's got the 1st down at the 21.
Going back to that same play that he picked up 33 on. A fake jet sweep to Gabe Smedley, then handing it back on a counter play. The pulling guard leads the way. If the defensive end has already been kicked out or blocked for, he leads the way up the hole. Good job there by the offensive line, blocking it appropriately. Connor Morris doing what he does all the time. Reading blocks, getting enough, protecting the football. 1st down Cougars.
Reimer and Smedley split wide right. 1st down and 10, ball now at the 22. Kuhn rolls right, looking downfield into the end zone. Now looks at the underneath man and off the hands. And incomplete. Smedley couldn't pull it in. I'm not sure he would have been able to stay in bounds either way. But Kuhn throws it incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Cougars with 5:07 to go. Down 7-0 here to Carey at a neutral site. Marion Hardick.
Yeah, that play was a little different. That time they actually, wanted Hayden Kuhn to flush out to the right. All the offensive linemen are blocking to the right, trying to move the pocket, they call it. So instead of the defensive line thinking we can just come straight at him and kind of hold him inside, they say, hey, we're actually going to try to get our quarterback outside. If there's no one open, he can obviously tuck it and run anytime he wants, but trying to get his boy Gabe involved in the game there, just off his hands.
Handoff, nothing, and he is just tomahawked down. And I hope Morse is okay. He gets up, says, I'm all right.
Yeah,
he got absolutely pounded to the turf.
Caught by big number 71, Trenton Stoll, the senior, 6'2", 260. He plays alongside, his friend Drew Stennon. He comes in at 6'4", 300. So when they go side by side on that defensive line, it's imposing.
Well, 3rd down and 11 for the Cougars as Carey races a man on, races a man off. Twins to the right, single to the near side. Single back is Morse. Back to pass, Kuhn. He's looking, pressure coming from the right side. He steps up, throws it over the underneath man, caught by Barker at the 20. He goes forward near the 1st down marker and knocked out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. It's either 4th and short or 1st down and 10. Great pitch and catch there.
Yeah, great job throwing the 5-yard route. Good job by Barker getting what he needed. I think his body didn't quite get it, but the football, I think, did. So they've got a mark. They're going to put it down. They're going to say 4th and inches.
Not a great spot, Tony. They put it back at the 13. So he's going to need a little less than a yard. Kuhn gets the call. 4th down and 1. Under 4 minutes to go. Cougars need some points. They definitely need to convert this 1st down. Here comes the Crestview Cougar offense to the line, averaging 39 points a game. Nothing so far tonight, down 7-0. I formation, and now timeout called on the far side. We'll take one as well. Back with more after this on iHeart.
It's on iHeart.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Located at 350 Hillcrest Drive in Ashland. Call 419-207-2513 or visit SamaritanHospital.org.
You are listening to the Firelands Electric Cooperative High School Football Game of the Week on Fox Sports 1340.
4th and 1, handoff to the right side, and I think the Cougars are short.
No, he didn't get it.
Well, we talked about what play to call there, Tony, and I said play action, go for the end zone, look for Barker. You said let's run the counter to Morse. They didn't do either of those.
No, they actually didn't go to the counter. They went to the right just in a power run. Unfortunately, not able to control that defensive line for Carey. Going to be a turnover on downs. Carey going to get the ball now on their own 13-yard line, so they've got 87 yards to go, but 3 minutes and 41 seconds to do it still in the first half.
Cougars with all 3 timeouts still. Over on the other side, Coach Merschman has used 2, and wisely. Now it is first down and 10. It's a handoff to the left side. And it is going to be a short run by Anthony Bell out to the 17-yard line. They'll give him 4. Second down and 6. Clock continues to run. Under 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Low-scoring game. We talked about what the over-under would be, Tony, and I said 33, and you initially said 17.
I think these defenses are just so good. They've played so well all year. Yeah, there's no reason that I didn't think they'd continue to play well. Not surprised right now at the 0-7 game.
Under center, Lonsway hands it off to the big Vallejo, and he rumbles forward over the left side to the 21-yard line. Gain of 5. It'll be third down and 2.
He does such a great job of, going low, but then at the last moment when he sees the pile, ends up going high and getting another 2 yards. So he does a good job of knowing when just kind of thrust himself into the pile and over the pile. He's been used to getting taken down at the waist and below, being as big as he is.
Third down and 2. Big third down under center. Lonsway, hard count, trying to get the Cougars to jump. They can't. He hands it off to Vallejo, who busts through the line. He's got the first down out to the 25-yard line. Gain of 4. Under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
8th carry for Jordan, 35 yards. His carries go like this: 5, 3, 8, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Just methodical.
And successful, yeah. When you avoid tackles for a loss and you're getting positive yards, you can continue to do it. And then they intermix the quarterback run, the jet sweeps to Anthony Bell, the counters to Lance Wood. Yeah, a very easygoing offense.
Back to pass, Lonsway. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He goes left, past the 30, 35. He is quick and finally tripped up near the 40-yard line and goes out of bounds. With 1:59 to go in the first half. That moves the chains. First down and 10. Here coming up for Carey.
Big pickup of 15 does move the chains and brings it out to the 40-yard line and begins to put them in that striking zone area where wouldn't be surprised if they come back and try to take a few shots deep. Been unsuccessful so far throwing the ball, 0 for 5, but have had wide receivers open early if he can get the ball out a little bit earlier.
Well, first down and 10 in the shotgun now. Lonsway trips to the near side, single to the far side, going left to right here as we finish out the second quarter. Pump fake now throws it over to the left side. It's caught at the 45, out to the 46, and near the first down marker is the tight end, I believe, E.J. Bose.
Yeah, pickup of 10 exactly for the first down, and they did just that. A quick curl route, didn't want to let it go long, didn't want to have to let the Cougar defense have an opportunity to get pressure, drop back 3 or 5 steps. As soon as that back foot hits it, fires it out there for the first completion of the game, now on the 50-yard line.
Right at midfield, 1:35 to go here in the first half. Lonsway in the shotgun again, looking downfield. He's got a man, he throws it, it's caught and bobbled and caught again at the 40. Nice little pitch and catch there. It's Austin Niederkor on the catch for the Blue Devils. Just short of the first down. It'll be second down and 1. Clock still running, 1:15 to go in the first half. Quickly to the line of scrimmage is Carey. Lonsway will have trips to the left, single receiver to the near side, and he's got Vallejo next to him.
And it's going to be a run right up the middle. Just get that first down.
Oh, they're going to launch it deep. I think they thought the same thing, and it's incomplete inside the 20. Good coverage downfield there by Caden Cunningham for the Cougars.
Third attempt to go deep to Bryce Conte's for 0 completions so far. He only has 22 completions on the season, but again, when they do complete it, he's got 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. So they kind of lull you to sleep by running up the middle over and over again.
24 yards per catch, pretty good for Conte, right?
Real good.
Yeah. Well, 59 seconds to go, and another third down here for the Blue Devils. They've converted 2 already on the drive.
And now's when you just need to convert the first down just to keep the drive going. So, yeah, running right up the middle.
Lonsway pitches it, right side. Vallejo running behind Lonsway inside the 40. He hops one man, gets inside the 35, and finally knocked out of bounds. Down near the 32-yard line, pickup of 12, first down and 10.
Either the second or third time that they've kind of broken the tendency to run up the middle on third and short. They're actually going out wide. Hopefully the Cougars are taking a look at that as well and kind of seeing on tape that when they need one, they kind of expect the defense to jam the middle, and they're letting Jordan Vallejo go to the outside and kind of make one cut or just run someone over out wide. So we'll keep an eye on that later in the game and see if that trend continues.
52 seconds remaining. Clock stopped because Vallejo went out of bounds. Split wide left and wide right for the Blue Devils. Back to pass, Lonsway, quick out, caught, and raced out of bounds near the 25-yard line is Bryce Conti. Pickup of about, well, they'll see where they mark it. They mark it at the 25, gain of 7. So second down and 3. Clock stops with 47 seconds left. 1 timeout remaining for the Blue Devils, 3 for the Cougars.
The Blue Devils 0 for 2 on field goals on the season. Anthony Bell been pretty successful with extra points, but has yet to put one through the uprights for 3.
And twins to the left, single receiver to the near side for Carey. Lonsway with Vallejo to his right. Back to pass, looking left. Now looks to the middle, now looks to tuck it and run. He's running 20, 15. He gets away from a Cougar. Oh no. Inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, 25 yards. Lonsway to pay dirt, and it is 13-0. Cougars are down. Well, a couple of Cougar defenders had an opportunity to grab him, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, they ended up leaning and kind of leaning on the waist, trying to get arm tackles. Derek does a great job just running up the middle, making one cut, kind of deking in the middle, and then going out wide. You know, you got to tackle with your shoulder, got to wrap up. Unfortunately, the Cougars don't get there, you know, in time, and he goes for 25 yards and a touchdown, his second of the game.
The extra point pending here. 36 seconds remaining. And here comes Bell. Holder is Carter Smiley, backup quarterback. Trying to make it 14-0. Hold is down, kick is away, and it is good. 14-0. You are listening to the Firelands Electric Cooperative High School Football Game of the Week with the Crestview Cougars in the regional semifinals on Fox Sports 1340. Powered by Firelands Electric Cooperative, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Tony, 36 seconds left. You got all 3 timeouts. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, I think I'm going to put it up in the air and, you know, try to get something deep, try to get, you know, move the chains quickly here. Because you have the timeouts, you can still run the ball, but, you know, they've done such a great job all year, has Carey, of not only bringing pressure on defense against the quarterback, but also making tackles for a loss. So, yeah, put the ball up in the air, see if you can't get a pass interference, get a cheap 15, and you never know when you can break one tackle. How about Derek Lonsway there? Started the game 0 for 5. He goes 3 for 4 on that drive. For 26 yards, not a lot of yards, but hits Conti for 7, hit the tight end EJ for 10, and then completion to Austin Niederkor.
Yep. Didn't have him on my 2 deep, but there you go. Hey, one more read. You're each week throughout the high school sports season. We will select the iHeartRadio Athlete of the Week, presented by the Neil Cady Insurance Agency of Ashland and Norwalk, specializing in auto, home, life, and business insurance. Get a free quote, NeilCadyInsurance.com. That's Neil, K-A-D-E-Y, insurance.com. See photos and read about all of our athletes at WNCOAM.com. Bell kicks it. It's short. It's a squib. And grabbed off the hands, and finally one of the Cougars grabs it at the 30 and goes down. Nice hands there by Reimer with 34 seconds.
Yeah, that
could have been trouble.
Had a wild bounce to it. Got away from the first Cougar, and even as Addison went to go pick it up, kind of had another hop. Good hands there just to kind of control it and make sure the Cougars secured the ball, if nothing else, with the last 34 seconds in the half.
Well, and the Cougars started with the football, I believe, correct?
They did, yeah.
So Carey will get it to start the second half.
Carey won the toss and deferred, you know, putting that defense out there as they've done all year, you know, playing tough defense and letting the offense do the rest. And so far, game going the way the Carey wants.
Not sure what the officials' conference here is about. Give us an opportunity to talk about our scoreboard, Tony. Saturday night scoreboard, right? You can find all the scores from football Saturday night on the North Central State College scoreboard at our website, WNCOAM.com, brought to you by North Central State College. NC State can change your life and prepare you to change the world. You got anything?
We can talk about Lucas and Dalton.
Let's hear it. That's where Aaron Hines and Eric Will are.
Yep, they're watching Lucas currently trailing 3-14 against Dalton. Second quarter.
What was the score again?
3-14.
Okay.
Also in the second quarter, winner of this game will play the winner of Archbold and Liberty Center. Archbold, you know, just kind of been a juggernaut powerhouse. They're actually trailing currently 7-21, still in the second quarter.
Well, and they decided to throw a flag and called an illegal motion or a false start And that pushes them back, and they're going to have them kick it again. Although you had the ball at the 30, I'm not sure. You lose 3 seconds, and I'm not sure.
I think I would have them re-kick it. I think the opportunity to get a return and maybe make something happen here magical is more important than just picking up the 5 yards, especially because Carey's played so well defensively, and the Cougars aren't built really as a passing offense that can spread it out 4 wide, 5 wide, and try to score with 30 seconds. So your chance for a big play, I would actually probably sneak up a couple guys deep here, knowing that they're more than likely going to squib kick again. And as we're talking here, referees are coming out one more time to talk about the kickoff. They're going to put the 2 seconds back on the clock.
There you go, back to 36 seconds. And that's why you're the analyst, Tony, and I'm just the play-by-play guy.
Hey,
talking
good job by the umpire there, just coming over and hollering up to the press box. No microphone on him tonight. Unfortunate, but yeah, doing his duty. And so far, a pretty clean game. 1 personal foul and 1 false start. But other than that, pretty clean game for both teams. 3 penalties in total.
Carey will kick off from the 35 now, and Cougars could use a big play here to finish out the first half, maybe get some points on the board. Reimer is deep. He's standing at his own 20-yard line, trying to stay warm, it looks like.
And I think Anthony Bell, the kicker, just ran over and got some new directions from the special teams coach, so they may have switched from a squib kick just to a deep kick, because if you squib it here, you might give the Cougars the ball as well as on the 40-yard line, if you don't get a good bounce. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Anthony Bell just kick one off here.
There you go. He boots it deep. Reimer will have to go back and grab it at the 15. Bobbles it, grabs it again. 20, 25. Not much available room for Ronan. And he's brought down at the 27-yard line. So it was Tanner Moore. I apologize. It was not Addison Reimer. Tanner Moore on the return. Now 29 seconds remain, and they will have an opportunity with 3 timeouts, and the ball will be marked at the 28.
Yeah, 27, 28-yard line. So you're probably looking at, 4 or 5 plays probably is what you have in 29 seconds. Even with the timeouts, you figure 5 to 7 seconds per play. Probably going to see quarterback Hayden Kuhn here put one in the air.
Here we go, boys. Twins right, single to the near side. More sidecar, back to pass. Kuhn looking short. Smedley, it is picked and going the other way. Oh, no. Conti, touchdown, and it is 20-0, and there's the danger in throwing that quick out, and Conti just read it like a book.
Yeah, and Bryce Conti did the exact same thing last week against, Tenora, and really opened it up in the 4th quarter. That's going to be interception number 7 for Bryce Conti, and it's almost like it was the exact same play as last week. They played so well. Tenora had a goal line stop, and then immediately Tenora threw an out, tried to get it quick. Bryce Conti jumped it, put it in for 6. So, yeah, and unfortunately for the Cougars, going in now 20, maybe 21-0, feels a lot different than just 14-0.
Extra point pending. Bell will come out. Cougars a little bit of a tough finish, like you said, here to the first half. A lot of football left, though, here in the second half, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you stick around. 21 ticks remaining on the clock. Officials taking their time now. And Smiley will hold. This makes me miss the Ashland High School press box because there's a restroom in it. Snap's good, holds good, kick is away, and it's good. 21-0. Carey on top, and now we get back to another kickoff. This, it's a tough way to finish the half. I'm not sure what else to say. You're down 7-0 just a couple minutes ago, and all of a sudden it's 21-0.
Yeah, it's the worst way to finish the half. Yeah, you're right. 7-0. Not trying to get ahead of ourselves, but kind of thinking like, hey, if you can hold them here or try to go into the halftime 7-0, like you're still right in the game. One defensive stop and you're one play away from winning the game. You go up a 25-yard rush to the quarterback for the touchdown, the kickoff. It does what it does. You get the ball back in the very first play. You throw a pick 6, and now you're down 21-0. It feels a lot different if you're a Cougar fan.
Cougars will come out with the kick return team. Got to keep the heads up. Got to stay positive. A lot of football left here still, boys. Things can turn on a dime. And that's what I'm sure Coach Haverdale is telling them out there.
Yeah, at this point, too, it's about ball control, right? You don't want to drop one. You don't want to fumble one. You don't want to give up another turnover here in the last 20 ticks.
Bell will kick it away. We'll see if it's a squib or a deep boot. And it's a deep boot. And it's going to go inside the end zone, and that will be a touchback automatically with 21 seconds left. And now We'll see what Coach Haverdale does here. You got 3 timeouts, 21 seconds, Tony, and
yeah, you lost 10 seconds.
But you're down 3 scores.
Yeah, I think you still have to stay a little aggressive here. You know, maybe it's a screen to the running back, or you go back to that tight end screen that was successful once before to Owen Barker. Maybe you do just run it up the middle with Connor Morris and see if you can't break one here and try to open something up, but probably down to just 2 or 3 plays.
Looks like they're going to take a knee.
Won't even try it.
I got to give you some credit to a man on the sideline. Carson White, freshman offensive and defensive lineman, has been up and down the sideline trying to get everybody excited and hyped from start to finish of this first half. So you like to see that regardless of what the score is. And Crestview jogs off after taking a knee, down 21-0. And Carey will let the clock run out as well. And Carey and the Cougars in a tough one here, the way it finishes, Tony, at least at the half. A lot of football left. If you're Coach Haverdale, you know, you get together with your coaches right before you go in.
Yeah, and you figure out what we're going to tell the kids, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think you tell them that, hey, the offense played well. You moved the ball. You just weren't able to finish inside the red zone. So, hey, how are we going to get points from the 20-yard line in the second half? And then defensively, hey, we're going to have to bring a little bit more pressure. You know, the secondary has played so well. You know, hats off to them so far. Only 2 for 5. Nope, sorry, that's Carey. Only for Carey, 3 for 9 for 26 yards passing is Derek Lonsway. But really the way that they're beating you is up the middle with Jordan Varejo, Derek Lonsway running it, and then jet sweeps to Woods and Bell. So, yeah, it's figuring out how do you bring a little bit more pressure up the middle and really get Carey into 3rd and longs to get the ball back into that offense.
I will be surprised if Carey throws the ball at all the rest of the game at this point.
I would agree with it. Yeah, I think they go, 3 downs, 4 downs, just run the ball, just to eliminate the chance of an interception, if nothing else. You know, there's no reason to take the chance when you're up 21-0, and your defense has played so well. Again, they've only given up 14 points in the last 7 games, 0 so far here. This may be shutout number 7 for Carey. They've already got 6 on the season. So they're used to playing these games. These are the games that they like, and now, unfortunately, the Cougars have spotted them 21 points.
I'll take that bet. I think Crestview's going to score at least 1, if not 2 or 3 scores, and maybe more in the second half.
Okay.
And we'll say, we should get odds here on this one. We'll say for a friendly wager.
For some credits on the side.
Credits, as they say. That's right. Hey, thanks for tuning in here. First half over. It is 21-0 Carey over the Cougars, but a lot of football still left to be played here at Marion Harding. You're listening to high school football on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. Bad hair day.
One guy works his way near the goal line, stretches out, and Grant Barrett is in.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Man, what should I listen to on the OH Report today? Dude, listen to the Friday Night Pigskin. You got highlights and scores from all around the area.
The OH Report podcast has more than just football.
No, listen to the Pigskin. The Pigskin.
Podcast.
Pigskin. Pigskin.
Podcast.
Pigskin.
Why
Not
not
both? Pigskin.
Podcast.
Dude, clean your ears out, man.
Oh, there's so much space in here.
We believe in great public football.
Save more with the Low Payment Kings at the Buckeye Superstore.
Save more with the Low Payment Kings during our Black Friday sales event. The Low Payment Kings have 1,700 vehicles in stock and incoming for you to choose from. Reserve or custom order your next award-winning vehicle from the Low Payment Kings. The Low Payment Kings can ship any new vehicle anywhere in America, and we can ship any used vehicle anywhere in the world.
Visit us today at BuckeyeSuperstore.com.
85 years ago, your local electric co-op was formed to make sure everyone who needed electricity had it. And as time went on, at our
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Hannah Wolf, Devin Rainer, Noah Shireman, and color guard directed by Haley Burkholder, reaching the top 10 in 20 countries following its release in 2013. This song was written by Ryan Tedder while waiting in the studio for Beyonce. We hope you don't fall through the floor as we rock out the Counting Stars. The greatest 500 songs of all time. Give it up for the Marching Cougar Pride as they play You Keep Me Hanging On. from Nirvana's album Nevermind, released in 1991. This song was included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's list of the songs that shaped rock and roll. Give it up for the Marching Beaver Pride as they play Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
The middle, run to the outside, and then mix it in passes as they need to.
Well, Crestview, hasn't really been challenged since September. We take a look at the schedule, right? In the last 5-6 weeks of 7 or 8 weeks, it's 37-0, 35-10, 56-13, that kind of score. And so to be on the losing end, 21-0, really goes against the nature and the experience level of these kids being down that big at a half.
Yeah, the Cougars have scored at least 21 points or more in every game. Through the first 12 games, they've only given up on average 10 on defense. So they've not put the points up in the first half that they're used to, and they've already given up more than twice what they're used to on defense. So some of Coach Haverdale's responsibility right now and the rest of that coaching staff is just to keep your kids to remain calm, to say, hey, 21 points isn't an overcomable score. Like that, we're not down by 40. We're not playing bad. We haven't had a lot of turnovers. We had one turnover, and we missed a field goal. We had a field goal blocked. Other than that, we've played pretty well. It's a 7-0 game, 14-0 game. So if they can come out, Carey's going to get the football. They deferred in the first half. Carey's going to get the football. It'll be important for the Cougars to get a defensive stop and put some points up early in the third.
Here we are now, 21-0. We'll entertain you more when we're back right after this on iHeartRadio.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Back here, Marion Harding High School, and it is halftime. Crestview down 21-0 here to the Carey Blue Devils on iHeartRadio, as well as OH Report, our good friends. And we're always happy to be joined by Adam Thompson, Storm Blunchley, and everybody else, all this fine crew. I hope I pronounced everybody's name right in there, right? My man Storm, thank you very much. This is a beautiful facility at Marion Harding High School.
I think that was a thumbs up for good enough.
That was close, right? Yeah, Tony Van Dooney. I'm sorry, is that close?
That's close enough.
Okay, Tony Van Dyne, D-U-Y-N-E, if you're looking for it in the yellow pages. Do they even have yellow or white pages anymore?
I get a big old yellow page brick every month, yeah.
What happened? Every month?
Just about, yeah. You don't get one in the front of your yard?
No.
Oh, my goodness, they come all the time.
I think somebody steals it. Well, it is 21-0, and Tony, you're the coaching staff for Crestview. You got to take some chances, maybe mix some things up here going into the second half.
Yeah, defensively, the Crestview's had a lot of success with their 3-3 defense. It was new this year. They've done really well stopping teams running the ball and passing the ball, but giving up too many yards currently against the Blue Devils here in the first half. So they're going to have to start to bring some linebackers down. They're going to have to maybe blitz a safety and begin to take some chances defensively just to get the ball back. And then once you get the ball back, I think it is probably taking some more chances throwing the ball, getting the ball into Hayden Kuhn's hands, trying to see if you can't hit Reimer, Smedley, Barker, see if more pops open. But, yeah, no more waiting for the guys to be wide open. If you got a one-on-one chance, you're going to have to put it up there and trust that your teammate's going to go make a play as much as you're going to hit wide-open people because you're in the Sweet 16 at this point in the playoffs. No longer are the teams just going to kind of roll over and lay down for you and let you run the ball all night with Connor Morris. You're going to have to win with some aggressiveness.
Well, one of the things that I saw when they were trying to throw the ball is that Carey had some good pressure on Kuhn and forced him out of the pocket early to roll out to one side or the other and gave him some fits when he was trying to throw the ball.
Yeah, and if that's the thing you're struggling with, then you dial up, play action, you dial up a lot of screens, saying, hey, our offensive line's struggling to block the guys, so, hey, block for a 2 count. They don't let them go, and we'll sneak a guy in behind them. And let you guys, you linemen get downfield on the linebackers in the secondary. So you try to use the aggressiveness of the Blue Devils against them. Again, that's easier said than done because sometimes when someone gets in your face, you don't have the opportunity to find the open receiver. But, you have to take the thing that they're doing well. So right now, Carey's running the ball well, so you're going to have to take some chances by bringing more people up the middle to get a tackle for a loss and get them into a longer down and distance on defense and then take some shots, screen plays, and just pushing the ball down the field. Post routes, go routes, deep out routes. Again, it's something that we haven't seen a lot of the Cougars, but we know it's in their playbook. We've seen that.
Each week throughout the high school sports season, we will select the iHeartRadio Athlete of the Week, presented by the Neil Cady Insurance Agency of Ashland and Norwalk, specializing in auto, home, life, and business insurance. Get a free quote, NeilCadyInsurance.com. That's Neil, K-A-D-E-Y, insurance.com. See photos, read all about all of our athletes at WNCOAM.com. Just about to get underway here in the third quarter. Crestview will boot it away. Going left to right here in the third quarter. Holloway coming out to kick from the 40. Bell and Conti are deep for Carey. 21-0, a big hurdle to overcome here in the second half, but not unmanageable. And it's kicked short. Going to be grabbed at the 33. 35, and out near the 40. Short return for Carter Smiley, one of the up men for the Blue Devils. Carey comes out on offense for the first time, and they put up 21 points, 14 on the offensive side, I should say, and 1 pick six.
Yeah, they did that again with 156 yards rushing and 26 yards passing. Derek Lonsway leading the way one more time with 93 yards, 2 touchdown runs, 1 of 4 and 1 of 25. So I think you can continue to see and expect Jordan Vallejo running the ball up the middle, and then Derek Lonsway dropping back to pass and running both with scrambles and design runs throughout the rest of the day, using that quickness and that top-end speed that he has in his possession.
Full house, going right to left, ball at the 40. And we got a whistle and a flag. I think a false start. Nope, I'm sorry.
They're going to get defensive Noah Stewart.
Wow, false start. Yeah, offsides on Crestview. That makes it first down and 5. And pretty important drive here, down 21-0 for the defense.
Yeah, being down 21 is bad enough. Being down 28 begins to reach into that impossible sort of matrix. So important here for the Cougars to get a good defensive stop in the next couple of minutes.
Under center is Lonsway. It's a handoff. Bell around the right edge trying to get outside. He does not. He's wrapped up at the 45 by the Cougars. Owen Barker in on the tackle. Maybe a loss of a yard. Yeah, a big play there by the defense.
That's going to be a tackle for a loss. Yeah, good job by the Cougars making that play stretch out further and further to the sideline. What the Blue Devils want to do is get north and south and get vertical, get gains on the yards. But if you can continue to stretch that play to the sidelines, you can continue to have more help from your linebackers and from your secondary. So good job there. They actually marked the ball right where it was. So gain of 0.
Favorable spot for Carey. Second down and 5 at the 45. Handoff, Vallejo around the right edge. He busts through the line. He's got room, and he's inside Cougar territory for a first down, and then some down to the 43-yard line. That is a gain of 12.
Yep, just going back to what you had success with in that first half, just running right up the middle. This time just off the guard, you had a double team on that defensive lineman. And if you're going to get double teamed as a defensive lineman, they call you they ask you to die in the hole. So you can't just get blown back. You just have to fall down and try to make a pile. That time, defensive lineman got pushed back 7 or 8 yards, making a huge hole for the Blue Devils to run through.
First down and 10, under center. Handoff to Vallejo around the right side. Short gain, maybe just back to the line of scrimmage, actually. So nice job by the defensive line of the Cougars. Come up with a big stop there. Second down and long. Just underway here in the second half here on iHeartRadio and the OH Report. You're listening to the Firelands Electric Cooperative High School Football Game of the Week with the Crestview Cougars on Fox Sports 1340. Powered by Firelands Electric Cooperative, your local Touchstone Energy cooperative. Very thankful to have Firelands sponsoring us again this season.
You can see the Cougars here if you're live or if you're watching the OH Report. They've got those 2 outside linebackers kind of stepping up a little bit more.
Lonsway runs it right up the middle. There's a flag in the area of what is generally holding. He's out near the first down marker before he's brought down at the 34. Gain of about 9. We'll see if it holds up.
Yeah, we're not going to write down those stats because that's going to be holding on Carey right at the line of scrimmage. So second and 10 is going to get marked back another 10 to set up second and 20.
That's a helpful one for the Cougars. Every second, though, the clock that ticks away on that clock for the Carey Blue Devils is dangerous for the Cougars. Kuhn waiting on the sideline, warming up with Ringler, trying to get himself ready for the offense when they get back in there. Crestview faithful trying to get in it. Carson White down on the sideline, trying to get the fans up into it as well once again. Second down and 20. Back at the 47-yard line in their own side of the midfield. Hand off to Vallejo around the right edge. He gets away from a couple of Crestview defenders. Spins his way forward into Cougar territory at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll be third down and 15.
Cougars really had him in the backfield there, probably for a loss of 2 or 3, but couldn't wrap him up in time. Big number 73, Noah Stewart, the junior, 6'2". He got the penetration he needed. He kind of beat his offensive lineman, but the thing you need at the end is the finish, and that's to wrap him up, hang on to something, and bring him down.
Giving up 70 pounds to Vallejo.
Yeah, but you've been doing that all game. Right?
That's true.
That doesn't change at halftime. So, yeah, you just got to find a way to wrap him up, grab a knee, grab an ankle. find something to hang on to until your buddies can come help.
3rd down and 15, and a big one for the Cougars defense. They need a stop. Back to pass. Lawncare trips right. He's looking right. He's got nothing. Now he's going to move to the near side. Throws it over the middle. It's caught at the 40, and they've got a couple more yards before the Cougars try to bring him down, and they do at the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. They needed 15. It's 4th down and 5, and now probably going to go for it, I presume, at this point, Tone.
Yeah, other side of the 50-yard line, now 4th and manageable. You're in the down in distance where you can still run the ball, 4th and 4, maybe 4th and a long 4. So you can still pick this up running the ball, or you can pick it up by passing. So a must stop here for the Cougars.
Gage Summit checks in for the Blue Devils. It is 4th down and 4 at the 37 of the Cougars. The Cougar defense needs a stop in a bad way. Down 21-0. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Regional semifinal action. Under center. Rolls right. It's going to be a keeper. Lawncare. Here comes the pressure. He's going to get the 1st down. No, he's right near the line. And then he pushes his way forward at the end, and they're going to give him the 1st down.
Yeah, I think they had him stopped on that first attempt, but just kept the legs turning, got some help by a little push in the back by the offensive line. And secondary, you can see on the OH report here, yeah, he needs to pick up about 4, and he gets stopped by a pack of Cougars, but just kind of keeps his legs turning, leans forward, moves the chains.
And keeps the clock rolling. 7.5 minutes, and Carey with a long, methodical drive. Exactly what they needed, and exactly what the Cougars did not. 1st and 10 at the 31. Pitch to Vallejo to the near side. Rumbling and stumbling, steps over the Cougars. 20, 15, 10. He smells it. He is into the end zone for a touchdown. Vallejo from 31 yards out rumbles all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Cougars' dream season turning into a nightmare here tonight.
They keep coming back to this play, do the Carey Blue Devils every time they need to pick up 4 or 5 yards, kind of going to the outside of the pitch to Vallejo. This time he spins away from what would be a tackler, runs to the pylon, kind of goes vertical, kind of an awkward touchdown there at the pylon, but gets in. He needed 31, and he got 31.5. Good run for the big man there.
Big fella's got quite a bit of hair, too. How about that? Quite a mop on that young man's head. I'm just jealous. Age 44, not that much hair left up here, Tony. No comment, he says. That kick is away, and it is good. We'll take a break, 28-0. Back with more on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Ireland's Electric Cooperative, your local touch-tone energy cooperative.
You are listening to the Firelands Electric Cooperative High School Football Game of the Week on Fox Sports 1340.
Carey kicks it away here with 7:14 to go. Ball goes inside the Crestview end zone, and it'll be a touchback. 28-0 with 7:14 to go here at Marion Harding. Brandon Wells and Tony Van Dyne. Find all the scores from football Friday night on the North Central State College scoreboard at our website, WNCOAM.com. Brought to you by North Central State College. NC State can change your life and prepare you to change the world.
Hey, taking a look at that scoreboard, Archbold put up one more touchdown before halftime. They're still trailing Liberty Center. Winner of that game will take on the winner of our game here, the Cougars and the Blue Devils. Also around the state, Lucas trailing Dalton 3-28 in the 3rd quarter.
Ouch. Handoff to Morris left side, and he is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. Kuhn and the Cougars just can't get anything going offensively here tonight as we get under the 7-minute mark.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
I see our phones blowing up from our friend Joe Reap. What is Mr. Reap from Ashton Comfort Control saying?
He wants to go back and live his days as a running back now. He put some defensive tackle, but seeing the big guy running, he's a little jealous. So I don't know if he's jealous of the hair or the running ability, but either way.
Both. Coon throws over the middle, intercepted. Bell has it at the 34. They were looking over the middle for Bolin, and Bell was right there. And Cougars heads and helmets facing down now as they're down 28-0 with 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Well, a tough one there. Kuhn and this Crestview offense not designed to put up points through the air, and they're down 4 scores halfway through the third quarter. So Kuhn put in a bit of an uncomfortable position here on the offensive side. Throws an interception.
Yeah, and that one just thrown well behind, the would-be Cougar receiver. Kind of got a little bit of a hand on it, but Carey Blue Devil able to track it down, kind of have an easy interception there. Turning the ball over, now 34 yards to pay dirt one more time for Carey.
Well, under center Lonsway. Vallejo not in there right now, by the way. It is 3 in the I formation right behind him. It's a handoff to the up back, and right up the middle is Lance Woods, his second carry of the game to the 28-yard line. Gain of 5 on first down.
How'd you know that was his second carry?
It's my brain. It's actually working tonight.
That's great. His second carry, both for 5 yards, so he's got 10 on the night. Derek Lonsway still leading the way. He's over 100 on the evening, and Jordan Vallejo at 93, getting a little bit of rest on the sideline.
Second down and 5, approaching the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. It's definitely getting colder out here. Can't feel my toes now, Tony, even with 2 pairs of socks. Under center is Lonsway. Hands off, and that is Bell up the middle. Not much, and then he keeps wow, he kept running and ran over one of the Cougars. I thought he was going to get stopped, and it was actually Connor Norden on the carry, Tone. My apologies. The sophomore fullback, first carry for him tonight, number 14.
Yeah, handed to the second guy in the 3 in the backfield. So there's the quarterback, there's the fullback, there's the second up back, and then there's the third up back in that triple I. A lot to keep your eyes on. You're kind of watching for that fullback dive right away. Then you're watching for the speed guy in the back. That time just going to the number 2 man.
I got a question for you here in a minute, especially for Mr. Reap if he's listening. Under center is Lonsway. It's the triple I formation right behind him. Hand off to the back, and he's got some room. 20, 15, he flipped up and inside the 10, and that was Anthony Bell, I believe, on the carry out of the backfield. He was in the back of that. What I was going to say is, we're talking about how cold it is, and, can Mr. Reap come and put a little extra heat into these baseboard heaters here in Marion Harding? Is this still within their range?
I'm sure he could make an exception for it, yeah, especially if we're going to come back here and cover another game next year.
Joe, you're coming with us as the spotter / HVAC tech next year. Here we go. Second down and 2. Ball is now at the 11-yard line, and here comes the Carey offense.
And we're at a must-stop here for the Cougars. You can't give up any more points, any more field goals, any more touchdowns. Already down 28-0. Any more points, and you really get out of reach.
Hand off up the middle. Norden, and he is going to get the first down. He's down near the 6-yard line. Connor Norden with his second carry, and the sophomore fullback looks pretty good. This Carey squad has a good tradition of developing football players at a young age.
Yeah, it seems like they continue year after year to bring, good football players. They kind of like reload every season. You think you're going to graduate too many guys and they're going to have their down season, and they continue to find good offensive linemen, good defensive linemen, people that buy into the system, people that hit the weight room, that are conditioned well, can play 4 quarters and really, dominate competition. And it's an easy way to win football games if you can physically just outmatch people.
First and goal, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Triple I formation. Lonsway under center, hands it off to the up man, and it is Lance Woods and another carry. He's inside the 5, I believe, or right at the 5-yard line, so a short gain there.
Yeah, good stop for no gain. I'd say no gain there, still on the 5-yard line. So 2nd and 5, 2nd and goal, and still this is no point zone for the Cougars.
Big Isaac Carmen checks in for the first time. 5'8", 245-pound fullback / tackle. You don't see a whole lot of fullback / defensive tackles, but it's like the fridge coming in the old days. Joe Reap style.
He's going to be the up guy, so he's going to be leading the way with 2 hands on the ground. He has no intentions of getting the football.
Nope, doesn't get it. It's Norden up the middle, and he's inside the 5 down to the 2, and that'll bring up 3rd down and goal. So Carey on the move, and more importantly, just running more clock. Under 3 minutes to go, and the big fella Vallejo comes back in the ball game, says, hey, I got it. We're at the 2. Just give me the ball, and I'm going to go inside, and we're going to try to run it in with him.
Yeah, and we're going to run off Isaac Carmen, but he's going to come back as well. So you're going to have a 245-pound fullback leading the way for your 265-pound tailback here on second and goal, with the Cougars needing to get 2 stops in a row, third and goal. Well,
Poor Anthony Bell back there at 156 pounds behind both those guys.
Safest place on the field.
Lon's way. Under center, it's a handoff. Vallejo rumbles forward near the goal line, and I think we'll see if they blow the whistle or not. Well, everybody pushed him in, and it's a touchdown. I don't like that rule. That used to be illegal. And all of a sudden, in the last few years, you can just keep pushing guys.
That's the Reggie Bush rule, right? You go back to USC, Notre Dame, right? That's where you have to go back to that rule where it was legal, or it was illegal at the time. Then they kind of went and kind of looked at it as officiating crews and said, it's not that big of a deal and it's hard to call. But yeah, that time clearly stood up at the 1 yard line. Probably could have blown the whistle at any time, but the play continued to go. And yeah, falling forward for 1 more yard, falls in the end zone.
2:17 to go. And there was a flag on Crestview, unsportsmanlike conduct. Got to keep it together here as you're starting to take it on the chin, and sometimes that's the hardest thing to do as a young person.
That was back-to-back rushes for Jordan Vallejo. The first one, 31 yards on the last drive. This was just his first carry on this drive for the touchdown of 2. That moves him to 30 touchdowns on the season.
Extra point pending. 2:17 to go here in the third quarter. 34-0. Carey in control. Extra point is up. And it's good. We'll keep it here.
We're not keeping track of time of possession per se, but in this quarter, Crestview's had 2 plays, right? A Connor Morris run and an interception. So with 2:17 to go in the third quarter, Crestview's touched the ball twice, and it's been Carey Blue Devils all since then. So if you're a Blue Devils fan, you couldn't be more proud of the way they're playing the way that they've played their last 12 games. And it looks like they're going to be going on to round 4, the finals, regional finals, winner of Archbold and
Liberty Center.
Liberty Center, yeah.
Right, yep. Well, that will be a good one. And, still a full quarter of football to play here in Crestview. And change. 2:17 to go here in the third quarter. You never know, but it's looking bleak right now, Tony.
35-0. When's the last time you saw
I would say Houston against the Bills back in the 1992 playoffs when Frank Reich came in.
They had a whole half to do that, though, didn't
they? Listen, don't just, don't kill my dreams here, all right? I want another week of football next week, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. You never know. Right? Jim Kelly was out. Frank Reich comes in.
All things can happen on a Friday night or a Saturday night in Ohio football.
Well, and that puts the kickoff at the 45-yard line because of the unsportsmanlike conduct. And Bell kicks. He's going to try to kick it through the goalpost. I think he almost got it.
And I know you're up 35, so it wasn't the right time to pull off an onside kick. But we had a couple games where there's personal fouls, and I actually like the idea of trying an onside kick after the personal foul because even if you don't recover it, you still actually had pretty good kickoff coverage.
Well, the analytics will tell you every time at that point, right, that if you have that short of a field to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, you have to think that Carey's just kind of going into win mode. So we saw some extra running backs that last time, some different fullbacks. Probably going to start to rotate some defensive linemen and secondary people in and out. More than anything, just to keep them healthy for next week.
Kuhn in the shotgun, twins to the near side, Morse in motion, hand off to Morse on the sweep, and he is met at the line of scrimmage behind it and wrapped up right away. And Crestview just can't get anything going. This Carey squad is a juggernaut on the defensive side.
Yeah, it seems like there's almost like there's one extra defender. Cougars have done such a great job of having good blocking angles all year, getting penetration and getting movement on the offensive line. This time, they seem to be making the hole, but there's always one more guy there that's just doing a good job by Carey, scraping to the hole, not giving up depth, or running backwards on defense, but always attacking the line of scrimmage. Just another level of defense that the Cougars haven't seen this year.
Kuhn completes a pass on the outside to Reimer and immediately brought down at the 23-yard line. Gain of 5. That'll bring up third down. And we'll call it 7 because of the loss. And Smedley and this Cougar offense go back into the huddle. Kuhn calls out the play. And 3rd down and 7, under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
And it's 4-down territory throughout the rest of the game here, you know, just outside your own 20-yard line, but needing to pick up at least 7 in the next 2.
And a keeper, and Kuhn is hammered down to the ground back at the 19-yard line, and that was quite a read there by Cameron Powell and company, and Landon Camerly. And this Cougar offense just has struggled to get anything rolling, and they're going to bring in the punt unit.
Yeah, Landon Camerly for the Carey Blue Devils came in with 28 tackles for loss. We thought that number was just a mistake. You know, how do you get 28 tackles for loss in 12 games?
Right?
Yeah, partner Stoll, you know, Trenton Stoll has 24.5. Lance Woods adds another 18. E.J. Bowes has another 19. So this team's got 60 tackles for loss on the season of 12. So you can usually expect, you know, 4 or 5 tackles for loss, you know, in a game. But to have the numbers kind of like add up in the same number of players, just very impressive Blue Devils front 4.
Barker punts it away. It's not great, but it'll be down, and that's the end of the third quarter. 35-0. Back with more after this on iHeartRadio.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Well, if you're the Cougars or a Cougars fan, at this point you're playing for pride, Tony, and you're trying to keep yourselves, you know, interested and involved. You've got a full quarter left here, and you want to try to do some positive things as you head into the offseason, or maybe you finish off your senior year. 35-0. Running clock at this point here in the fourth quarter. It's a flip the left side. Here comes the running back Vallejo around the left side. He's got some room inside the 40, inside the 38, and he's got another first down. I'm a little surprised that Vallejo is still in the ballgame, and Lunsway with 11 and a half minutes to go and a 35-point lead.
I would expect this is their last drive, yeah. Maybe you want to get one more in, say, hey, let's play through the fourth quarter, let's get one more touchdown, you know, on the scoreboard, and then start pulling guys out. But I'm kind of with you. I think I would have pulled them out in between the quarters. It seems like this game is underhand, 35-0 Blue Devils.
Yeah, and not for any kind of like sportsmanship or, but just any sportsmanship reasons, but just to keep your guys healthy, like you said, right?
Yeah, I don't want them getting hurt, you know, going into whatever game you're going to face next week. You know, they're probably not going to run out of gas here in the last 8 minutes, you know, especially with a running clock. But, yeah, you never know when you get an extra hit to the head and all of a sudden you're making different plans for next week.
Run to Bell, and if he doesn't get tripped up on the turf, he would have went all the way to the house. He's down at the 25, maybe the 26. Gain of 11.
Yeah, back-to-back gains of 11. It kind of looks just like Crestview's kind of gotten a little depleted. Seems like the energy's definitely gone on the field. And it's hard to continue to play when you're down 35-0. You know the clock's running. You know the season's coming to an end. Hard to make another goal line stand. But you're right. You're playing for pride. You're playing for your teammates. You're playing for one more opportunity just to represent your school well.
First down and 10 at the 26. Going left to right here in the fourth quarter are the Blue Devils. We approach the 10-minute mark. Lonsway under center. Triple I formation behind him. It's a handoff to Vallejo, who goes around the right side and rumbles forward, still on his feet, and finally down inside the 20.
Even with the Crestview Cougar hanging onto his ankle, he's still hopping, dragging that would-be tackler along. I mean, just an incredible amount of strength and power in a guy that's 265 pounds. And that's a different challenge to wrap up and tackle that guy.
That's a big kid running at you, right?
Yeah, I don't even know the comparison, especially when you're used to tackling.
Well, he's bigger than every defensive lineman for the Cougars.
Right, so even in a practice scenario over the last 12 weeks, and you go even back to July and August when you're practicing tackling and wrapping up, who did you have that would run with power and speed to try to practice against tackling someone that big?
Hand off to Bell around the left edge on 2nd down and 3, and he's just short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Approaching the 9-minute mark here at Marion Harding High School. So Lucas is down big as well to Dalton, and you can find all of the scores from Football Friday night on the North Central State College scoreboard at our website, WNCOAM.com. Brought to you by North Central State College. NC State can change your life and prepare you to change the world.
Looks like Lucas put in a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, so they're up to 11, but still trailing Dalton 35-11.
Well, might be the end of high school football on iHeart here in Mansfield for the season, but some good teams have had some good runs. Handoff Vallejo around the left side.
Good stop.
And a nice job. I think he's going to be real close to the 1st down, but a good tackle by Reimer and a couple other Cougar defenders out on the outside.
They're going to give him a 1st down there.
Moving the chains. Only needed 1 yard, so here we are. The Cougars defensively, hands on hips, and definitely worn out. They spent a lot of time on the field here tonight.
Yeah, Jordan Vallejo there goes over 100 yards. He's at 114 now with 1 touchdown. Derek Lonsway still at that 100 mark. So 257 for the Blue Devils. Cougars have done such a great job defensively, holding teams to, I think, 109 last week, defensively, which was an incredible feat against a good Eagles football team. But, yeah, just too much this week.
They were giving up less than 100 per game on the ground. Hand off to Vallejo, or a pitch, and he lost control of it, but then he falls on it back at the 19-yard line. Loss of 3. Yeah, the Cougars entering last week were giving up less than 100 yards on the ground per game, and tonight getting eaten up on the ground by this dangerous rushing attack by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, that would be fumbled by Vallejo. Just the 2nd play for a loss in the game for the Blue Devils.
That's incredible. This Crestview defense has been top-notch all season long. Struggled here tonight. 7:12 to go here in the ball game.
Yeah, running some play clock now are the Blue Devils. They're kind of watching the play clock tick down inside 5 before they're going to snap it. Sensing, obviously, that they've got this game well in hand. Just using some clock.
Yep, that's a handoff to the up man. It's a short gain, and we'll mark him down at the 16-yard line. Trying to see what number that was.
I got a 2 and a 6, 26.
Gage Summit, yes. 2 and a 6 together makes 26 Gage Summit. Unless you're adding them, that makes 8. That's my math teachers would be proud. And the big fella Carmen comes back in, Isaac Carmen. I wonder if he's related to my friend Ken Carmen.
I'm going to go with no.
Well, he's 5'8", 245 pounds. Ken's kind of a big guy.
3rd and 10.
Third down and long. Thanks for bringing me back to the game. 6 minutes and 20 to go here in the 4th. Triple I formation. Lonsway hands it off to Bell in the backfield around the right edge inside the 10 and wrapped up near the 1st down marker. It seems like when they need 12, they need 10, they get just enough, and he's really close to a 1st down. It's going to be 4th down, I think, and short.
Yeah, I think he's going to be just shy there, but yeah, kind of stretching that play out, looking like a sweep action, then draws it back in, makes 1 cut up the middle, picking up big yardage. 4th and 1.
Well, make sure you stay tuned for the post-game show, and over on the OH report, they'll have an interview as well. I mean, man.
Player of the game, right?
And a player of the game. Make sure you stay tuned for that. 5.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Lonsway hands it off to Carmen, the senior, up the middle, and he's in for a touchdown. Isaac Carmen from 7 yards out runs it in for a touchdown, 41-0. You always like to see a senior like that get a score in the playoffs. I know we're rooting for Crestview as Ashlanders, right? But, you like to see good things happen to seniors in their last season and maybe their last attempt to get on the scoreboard. So Isaac Carmen
Always looking on the bright side, Braden. That's what they say about you.
That's what they say about me, yes. Yeah, just ask anybody that knows me. Mr. Positive. 5:27 to go. Listen, I grew up as a Cleveland sports fan. It's just what happens. You become a realist, I call it, Tony. A realist.
You start cheering for good things, right?
Good things. I want good things for everybody. Good snap, good hold. Extra point is away. And it's good. 42-0 with 5:27 to play. You are listening to the Firelands Electric Cooperative High School Football Game of the Week with the Crestview Cougars on Fox Sports 1340, powered by Firelands Electric Cooperative, your local touchstone energy cooperative. To be honest, Tony, you know what the biggest positive is tonight?
Well, you got to hang out with me?
Well, of course. Aside from that, we got on the air.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we had a lot of difficulties. OH Report was great helping us out.
Yep.
Daniel Dunbar, thank you for your patience all year, man. Like, we know we're a train wreck sometimes, but you have made us sound good and look good for OH Report whenever we can sneak ourselves on a shot there. But yeah just grateful that it worked out.
Where's the booth camera? You know, we need that. We need
in the booth.
Adam says it's in the booth. Well, we're just happy to be out here calling high school football, and I'm sure, I hope I should say, we'll be back next year calling Ashland high school games, and then whoever does what in the playoffs, happy to have those games as well. And it's been a pleasure. Aaron Hines, our thanks to him, and Margie Tassif and all the crew down there at iHeartRadio in Mansfield and Ashland area. And here's the kickoff to the Cougars. It goes into the end zone. Not sure I wouldn't just grab that and run it out. You're down 42, but what do I know? 5:12 to go. Cougars will get the football. All 3 timeouts, and you want to try to put together a drive, maybe just get some points so you don't get skunked here.
Yeah, points would be the great thing. Yeah, to not be another shutout for Carey is probably the goal here. If you're the offensive coordinator and head coach for the Cougars, and for the offense, just let's get one in, right? Let's not have a shutout here in round 3. But still an uphill challenge. 77 yards rushing, just 36 yards passing, 2 interceptions for Hayden Kuhn. He's just 3 for 7. We knew he was going to have a good night and an accurate night. And unfortunately, just too much pressure in his face and a couple of bad throws has really changed the course of this game.
Back to pass. Throws that quick out. Caught at the 22, out to the 25, into the 30. It passed the 35. Still on his feet, and now past the 40-yard line. Owen Barker with a nice catch and run after the catch. Out to the 42. And a big pickup.
Yeah, pickup of 23. Again, only Cougar right now to have a catch. He's got 3 catches of 20, 11, and 23. So Owen Barker not ready to go home yet without making a little bit of noise.
And he'll be back next year at junior. This is a pretty young Crestview team, to be honest. They've got a lot of guys coming back.
Yeah, they've had an incredible transformation of their defense, that new defensive system. We've talked about that the last couple of weeks, bringing in the 3-3 with the former Lexington head coach, kind of coming in and almost being able to break up the offensive play calling and the defensive play calling, with which lots of schools do that, but to have guys that are so competent in you run the offense and you run the defense and to do it so well, Crestview is really blessed to have their whole gamut of coaches.
Unsportsmanlike conduct tacked on to the end of that one. And Tony, we talked with Coach Haverdale, I believe, last week before the game, and one of the things we talked about was their youth. They have only 6 seniors on this team.
Yeah, pretty incredible, right? When you talk about having this much success, not just this year but last year, then coming in and going undefeated and having to play your away games at Ashland, Community Stadium.
Your home games, but for most of it. Yep.
Before your field got done, they really came up with some big plays.
Pass down the right edge, caught at the 32 and knocked out of bounds at the 23.
That's going to be Bolin.
Yeah, Wade Bolin with a nice catch and run after the catch. Bolin will be back next year, and he'll probably get the vast majority of the carries next year. He's kind of hobbling as he comes back to the huddle. But you've got Connor Morse that'll be graduating. Just running down the seniors. Tanner Moore, who will be graduating. Briar Godsey, who's been a heck of a linebacker for this squad.
He's been great.
Gage Bloodhart, and we've got a timeout. We'll keep it here. I think we're done with our breaks for the game. Gage Bloodhart, a senior. Let me take a look here. Aiden Godsey, the twin brother of Briar Godsey, and we do have a break. We'll take one right now. 42-0. Back with more after this.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
School football game of the week on Fox Sports 1340.
Well, the Cougars down 42-0. Roll out to the near side and then had a man open downfield, and Kuhn throws it just short of Godsey. There was good pressure coming there from the Carey Blue Devils with 3:25 to go. Clock running here, and this situation with a 35-point lead. At that point, it's 42, but anything over 35 in the second half, clock runs.
Yeah, just a way to keep the game going. You know, once you're to a 30-point lead, touchdowns and change of possession, really the only times that the clock stops.
Handoff around the near side. Morse, 20, cuts it back inside the 15, down to the 13. And a nice pickup there for Connor Morse. Clock under 3 minutes.
Pickup of 10, which moves the chains and keeps the drive going. Now inside the Shakely Mechanical red zone.
Hey, how about that? Inside the Shakely Mechanical red zone. Things are cooling down outside. They certainly are. You can warm it up at Shakely Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Ashland. Kuhn under center, 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Rolls right. Bolin protecting him, does a nice job. Throws it for the end zone. It is waiting for a signal down near the goal line, and I do not have a call. It is.
He caught it just at the 1.
Caught at the 1, inside the 1, and knocked out of bounds. It'll be 1st down and goal as we approach the 2-minute mark. I think it's Smedley on the far side. Great grab, sliding towards the pylon, and now the Cougars have an opportunity to put points on the board at the 1-yard line.
Good job by Smedley there. He was in the end zone, probably wide open. Could have had the touchdown if the ball was thrown just a little bit farther to him, but underthrown, but good job by Smedley coming back to get it.
It's a keeper by Kuhn, and he reaches for the end zone, waiting for a signal. Touchdown, Cougars. Crestview on the board. Well done. Crestview not rolling over. Hayden Kuhn, the junior quarterback, runs it in from the 1.
Just carry number 4 for him. First touchdown of the game. Not impressive stats, 5 yards on the game, but yeah, good job by the Cougars putting together a drive, moving the chains when they need to, picking up some big plays both on runs and passes, finally getting that rushing touchdown.
Tony, I missed one senior. It was Gabe Smedley, by the way, when I was reading off the seniors for Crestview. So their last senior here playing his last football game for the Cougars, and it'll be a big team coming back next year. A nice group coming back for the Cougars.
Yeah, a lot of skill positions, more importantly, a lot of linemen coming back.
Holloway's extra point is up and good, 42-7. 1:47 to go here at Marion Harding. Thanks for tuning in to all of our football this season, and we're just happy to be bringing you all the action. Well, I asked for it, and here's what happens.
Yeah, OH Report said, we haven't been on camera all year because we haven't had a camera. So,
and here we are.
You grab the GoPro and you get what you want.
I'm not really dressed for an on-camera, but we're glad to be on camera. I don't have a shirt and tie. I've got a stocking hat on. We're in the booth. We're just glad Adam was able to get us on camera. I don't want to break that camera, though, so I'm going to turn back away towards the game. Thanks for getting us on here tonight, guys. Well, it's been a great season here of Ashland area football, and we've been fortunate enough to bring you the action. We're thankful for all of our sponsors out there, from Firelands Electric to UH Samaritan to Shakely Mechanical to Neil Cady, America's Home Place, NC State, and of course all of our other fabulous advertisers here on iHeartRadio. Brandon Wells and Tony Van Dyne bringing you the action on the OH Report as well, with our good friends showing us on camera. There's a green screen behind us, kind of. We could have put up all kinds of backdrops. I'm not sure why that didn't happen. You know, could have made it look better. Made me look better anyway, that's for sure. Here's the kickoff. It's a squib. It's an onside kick, and Cougars have it, and they recovered at the 40.
Well done.
Great hands on the outside, and it's going to be Cougars football.
How about Marcus Chauncey, special teams, play of the game for sure on special teams. The freshman, just going after the ball, one hop, picked it up, ball down, gives it back to the Cougars. Well done.
Well, there we go, and the Cougars will recover. Actually, I think that was 16, Caden Cunningham, the junior defensive back who came up with the free play. The numbers are a little hard to read between the black and red for the Cougars from on the far side particularly. So I'll give you a pass there, Tony.
I got 1 and 5. I was off by a number. How about that? One number.
It was close. It's just closing up that bottom circle. Here we go, Cougars football. They come out here, and they're going to try to maybe put some more points on the board with 1:20 to go. Down 42-7 here in the last game of the season.
Coming out 3 wide.
Back to pass, rolling near side. Kuhn is in trouble, and he is absolutely mauled back on the other side of the field. Nothing Kuhn could do there, and timeout Haverdill. And that was a huge loss. Kuhn had no chance, Tony. If you're watching that on the OH report, you're just lucky and happy that Kuhn got up okay.
Yeah, finally, they kept spreading out to the right. This time spreading out to the left, trying to give some time for those 3 wide-out receivers to get deep on the post routes and go routes. And unfortunately, about the time Kuhn was able to turn his hips and get his shoulders squared to make a pass downfield, big number 71, Trenton Stoll coming up there, putting all 6'2", 260 pounds into him.
Tony, I haven't seen some of these other teams in Division 6 like Archbold and Liberty Center, but, man, I can't see anybody beating Carey. But, who knows? But they look dominant on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and they just play, no nonsense, small mistakes, no mistakes. Like I said, only 2 plays for a loss on offense. Pretty impressive, consistently getting pressure, in passers' faces, getting tackles for a loss, not giving up big plays downfield. It's how you make a nice deep run into the playoffs, which they've already done. Just 3 more games away after this to hold in a trophy.
In the shotgun, Kuhn looking right, rolls right, throws it back to Barker on the near side, caught at the 42, 45, 50. He's inside the territory of the Blue Devils, and the clock continues to run because it's a 35-point game.
Pickup of 7 there for Barker. Good job, using the aggressiveness of Carey against them, going to the screen play, letting that defensive line come in and throw it behind them.
They're huddling, but the clock is rolling. 36 seconds to go. They've only got a couple of plays left. A couple of timeouts still remaining for the Cougars. In the shotgun, back to pass is Kuhn looking. He's going to launch it out for Tanner Moore inside the 20. Incomplete.
He's got a flag.
And there's a flag. That'll stop the clock, I believe, on a flag. And that would have been a big pickup there. They had an opportunity to hit Moore for a potential touchdown, and that's going to be pass interference on the defense.
Kuhn's pass was intended for Tanner Moore.
Crestview faithful still hanging around here and cheering on their squad, trying to encourage their young folks to finish strong even though you're down 35 points.
With a running clock here, 17 seconds to go in the game, this is probably the last play. Even if you go out of bounds,
unless you call a timeout, right?
Yeah, I don't see Coach Haverdale doing that at this point. 42-7. Unless he really wants to get another touchdown on the board or get one of the seniors an opportunity to get in the end zone one more time here on Saturday night. But yeah, this is likely the last play for the Cougars.
And they're going to go up under center. First down and 10 at the 33-yard line. Twins to the right, single receiver to the near side. Morse and Kuhn in the backfield for the last time of their careers together. Kuhn,
officials timeout here.
Officials timeout, resetting the play clock potentially. Kuhn, a junior, he'll be back next year.
They're starting the clock.
Now they're going to wind that clock, and there it goes, and they got to hurry. Shotgun snap. Kuhn rolls, steps up in the pocket. Throw! He gets hammered. Throws it deep up in the corner.
Caught it. Touchdown.
Stretches into the end zone.
He got
Touchdown!
it. 1 second to go.
1 second to go from 33 yards. Kuhn launches it up. And I think it's Reimer who caught it and stretched his way into the end zone.
Yeah, Hayden Kuhn took a shot on that, after he got rid of the ball. Kind of a prayer. Almost got intercepted. DB kind of mistimed it, though. You can see on the OH report, he mistimes it, jumps too soon, Addison Reimer, good job carrying it, stretching the ball out to break that plane one more time.
Wow. Kuhn fortunate he didn't tear up a knee on that hit when he got hit throwing the ball.
Kind of ugly, yeah.
So the Cougars get their second score in as many drives, 42-13, with 1 second remaining. And here comes Holloway to kick the extra point. It's up, and it is good, 42-14. 1 tick remaining on the clock, so they'll have to kick it away, and you can't advance an onside kick. So even if you were able to get it, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you could argue that maybe it's like 1.4 seconds, and as soon as you touch it, it didn't have a whole second go off. But yeah, more than likely, 99% likely that this kickoff will be the last play. Yeah, kick it deep and strip the ball, I guess. Try to get one more, but down 42-14, the game's been spoken for.
I would have liked to have known I was going to be on camera. I would have put on some makeup. No, I'm just kidding, Adam. I'm just kidding, my friend.
Turn the light on.
Listen,
this is you begging for a second appearance, isn't it?
We're just happy to be on the air tonight and thankful that we're inside in a quasi-heated environment, right? I mean, we're not out in the elements like everybody here. The Crestview faithful have shown up en masse, and it is cold. It is cold out here tonight. So last play of the game coming up. Holloway will boot it away. It's academic now. The 6 seniors for Crestview will finish a tremendous season at 12-1 and a loss here in the regional semifinals, but nothing to be ashamed of or to hang their heads. They came up against a juggernaut Carey squad. And Holloway will boot it away. It's an onside kick for fun, I guess, at this point, and it is recovered by Carey, and that will do it. End of the ball game. It is 42-14. Stay tuned for the post-game show right here on iHeartRadio. Back with more right after this.
85 years ago, your local electric co-op was formed to make sure every
off. One guy works his way near the goal line, stretches out, and Grant Barrett is in.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Man, what should I listen to on the OH Report today? Dude, listen to the Friday Night Pigskin. You got highlights and scores from all around the area.
The OH Report podcast has more than just football.
No, listen to the Pigskin. The Pigskin.
Podcast.
Pigskin. Pigskin.
Podcast.
Pigskin.
Why
not
not
both?
Pigskin. Podcast. Podcast.
Dude, clean your ears out, man.
Bro, there's so much space in here.
days, all year, didn't get a lot of home games, at Crestview because you played them in Ashland. Unfortunate that you couldn't play one more game at home as the higher seed, but had to come to a neutral site to face this Carey Blue Devil team that just proved to be a little bit too much tonight.
Well, Carey is a tremendous football team. So is Crestview. We're thankful to have called this game here tonight and, on iHeartRadio and on the OH Report. And, you can stay tuned here for the OH Report. We're going to have a player of the game here shortly and an interview with the player of the game as well. Thank you so much for tuning in at the OH Report. We'll continue here on iHeartRadio, though. 42-14 is your final.
Yeah, and really the 42-14, the 14 was kind of, in garbage time. The 14 for Crestview, Addison Reimer got a big touchdown there.
MVP brought to you by Scout Construction. Jordan Vallejo had a heck of a game tonight. Just tell me, you were running over kids tonight. Just tell me what the game plan was.
The game plan was just come in and win. A lot of people were voting against us this game, and being the underdog and the higher seed, or the lower seed, it was just nice just to come out here and just get a dominant win.
And then talk to me a little bit about being the lower seed, Crestview, the perfect season so far. Just tell me a little bit about, what it feels to be an underdog.
It's just nice coming out here with everybody voting against you. It gives you some extra firepower to come out and just do your very best and to come out here and try to do the best you can to get the win.
Run game was dominant tonight. Tell me, was that the offensive game plan coming in tonight, or what was the kind of plan on offense?
Well, yeah, the run game was our offensive strong point tonight. We were just trying to get down, get the gritty yards, and just show them what Carey football is all about.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Jordan. You go ahead to celebrate this one. Going to throw it back up to you guys. Once again, our MVP brought to you by Scout Construction, Jordan Vallejo. Back up to you guys.
And that will do it from Harding Stadium as the Carey Blue Devils defeat Crestview Cougars with a score of 42-14. Special thank you to 103.1 WNCO Radio for teaming up with us this evening. Also, thanks to our crew tonight, Garrett Parlett, Storm Blunchley, and Adam Thompson. Our sponsors this evening were Kissel's Lawncare and Snow Removal. Also, Scout Construction and Comfort Control. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we'll be broadcasting the North Central Ohio Scholastic Soccer Coaches Association All-Star Games live from Ashland Community Stadium. Girls kick off at 11 a.m. and the boys at 1 p.m., and it's looking like snow. So stay home, on the couch, cozy up with some high school soccer right here on the OH Report. So long from Marion Harding High School.